Okay, so we're continuing with cell biology, life science in a nutshell. We're doing the section of heredity. We just finished learning about genes and or DNA and how DNA are turned into proteins via transcription and translation, about mRNA molecules, tRNA molecules. So now we're learning about the the uh, the idea of alleles. So alleles are when one gene has since each gene has two alleles, because you have two homologous chromosomes, so one coming from each parent. So each person for each characteristic has two alleles, so one from each parent. So when you pass it on, you don't really know which allele the offspring is going to get. And depending on pure chance, and statistics, um, you're going to have the offspring receiving various possible combinations of these alleles, or you could have different subsequent allele combinations from parents in the offsprings. So we'll learn more about how to figure this out in a bit. So again, purebred is when you have 100% chance of inheriting either the dominant or recessive allele, because both parents have exactly the same set of alleles. So they'll both have all dominant, so 4 dominant alleles, or all 4 recessive alleles. Okay, and then and a hybrid, in contrast, is when 2 different alleles of the gene are inherited. So we use a thing called the Punnett Square, which is a square which helps you to look at the possible combinations of the resulting alleles in the offspring for a particular gene, as a result of combining the 2 pairs of alleles from the parents. Therefore, probabilities or proportions of the offspring carrying various allele combinations or genotypes, and therefore phenotypes, can be found in this way. Also, from knowing the genotypes or phenotypes of offspring, the parents' geno or phenotypes can be guessed also. Example: so if a gene for height is represented by big T and little t, big T stands for tall, little t stands for short. If you have a capital letter, it means the trait is dominant or overpowers, and the lowercase means that the trait is recessive and it's hidden usually and overpowered by the dominant trait. In a Punnett square, which is I've shown here, each of the parents' alleles are shown on each side of the square. So you have one allele in each column or row. So depending on one parent and another parent on each side of the square. The various possible combinations of the parents' alleles passed into the offspring are shown inside the 4 boxes of the square inside as the 4 possible resulting genotypes, or 2 allele traits for the particular gene. So there are going to be 4 possible allele combinations, since you have 2 alleles from each parent. So 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 squares. So you have 4 different ways of combining the alleles. Each offspring has 1/4 or 25% of chance of having a particular genotype. Okay. So, or one of the 4 total possible combinations of the parents' alleles. So, big T, little t, big T. So let's say the parent has big T, and big T, little t. These are what the offsprings are gonna possibly get. So this is Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The parents are both in this example. They're both hybrids, so they're both big T, little t. So this one is not shown, but they're the same. So the offspring will either be big T, or little t. So 25%, 25% of one quarter chance, and the other 50% are going to be big T, little t, also hybrids, just like their parents. 50%. So that's the chances. So it just depends on what the parents are going to pass down, their alleles. Um, in this example. So, so that's that. So the result can either be double dominant, double recessive, or a hybrid. So if you have only tall plants desired over subsequent generations, then you should recombine only the parents with double dominant or double, excuse me, double dominant traits. So double T, which are purebred genotype. If you're breeding bunnies, for example, and you have one bunny being black phenotype is the expressed, um, what's expressed for the gene, and the other bunny is of uncertain um, genotype. It could be either big B, or big B, little b, because it's black. But so, oh, I'm sorry. One bunny is black, so it's either big B, or big B, little b. The other bunny is white, so it has little b. So that's the only way you can have white. So if you have double recessive, so the genotype of the black bunny is trying to be found. We want to know if it's a purebred black or a hybrid black bunny. So you can figure this out from what the offspring are. So depending on what the offspring look like, you will figure out if the parent is big B, or big B, little b. So you can do this. So what else? Also, symbols of square are used for male, circle for female. Um, you can use shading for dominant alleles. So double shaded means double dominant. Half shaded is hybrid or carrier, and leaving the square circle empty is unshaded is double recessive allele. So each half of the shape of either the square for males or circle for females um, represents one allele. So half and half. So for the bunny example, if you get a white bunny, as when you breed the two bunnies, then you're going to know that one of the parents that you're uncertain about, the black bunny, is a carrier, is a big B, little b, is a hybrid. Because you need to have a little b from each parent in order to get a white bunny offspring. But if you never get a white bunny offspring and it's always going to be a black bunny, all the offspring are carrier black bunnies, then you'll know that one bunny is a double dominant big B bunny. So you're always having you're having a dominant trait overpowering the recessive allele of the white bunny all the time. So you're never able to get a double recessive in the offspring. In the next section, evolution and natural selection. Evolution occurs when tiny changes eventually add up to major changes in a species. So genetic changing over time results in different proteins being produced and different changes in an organism. So appearance-wise and function-wise, organisms will change over time due to their genes changing. So we're going to learn in the next section about Charles Darwin and and evolution. Thank you.